Hi everyone, Dr. Celine Lee here. Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the healthcare topics that directly impact your health and well-being. Today, we are tackling a complex but very crucial topic, Copay Accumulators. This is the updated version of the video I made about 1 year ago. As you may know, from November 1st to December 15 is the open enrollment period where you can sign up for the insurance policy that will start from January 1st, 2025. Understanding Copay Accumulator is critical in choosing which insurance policy will be best for you. So I want to talk about one more time about this issue again. If you are taking a medication that is expensive and requires copay assistance program to afford it, which include a lot of rheumatology medication, this is something you want to know in advance before you start shopping for your insurance policy. So, let's dive in together. To start off, let's define what copay accumulators are. These are policies used by some insurance companies that prevent manufacturer-provided copay assistance or copay saving cards from counting toward your deductible or out-of-pocket maximum. So even if you are using a copay card to lower your cost at the pharmacy, those savings may not count to your annual deductible or out-of-pocket maximum. This can be especially restricting to patients, especially if they have high deductible plans that sometimes exceed higher than $5,000. Many modern medications are very expensive, especially the biologic medications that are commonly used in rheumatology or gastroenterology, dermatology, allergy and immunology, and neurology, and many other specialties can be several $1,000s for just 1 month. For most people, the only way to afford these medications is to use copay saving card to decrease their out-of-pocket spending to a reasonable level. However, if these saving cards are not counted toward their deductibles, patients can end up having to pay their full deductible after copay card is exhausted. For example, if patient annual deductible is $8,000 per year, and the medication for just 1 month is $6,000, and there weren't many other purchases that could meet the deductible yet, the patient will have to pay the entire $6,000 for that 1 month out of their pocket after they used up the copay saving fund. Of course, this is a very simplified example, and there will be a lot of other factors going into the calculation according to the individual's insurance policy. But you get the idea. This can create significant financial barriers, making it harder for patients to afford their medication, and unfortunately, sometimes leading to skipped doses or even abandoned treatments. I had a few patients who had difficulty in affording their rheumatology medications after their insurance company started copay accumulators since 2024. Furthermore, even people who have life-threatening disease such as cancer sometimes may have to stop their chemotherapy if their insurance company have copay accumulator and they cannot afford the medication themselves upfront. Thankfully, in 2023, there was a significant federal court ruling. It stated that copay accumulators could no longer apply to brand name drugs if there's no cheaper generic alternative available. This was a hopeful step toward better access and affordability for patients. However, there's a catch, a big catch. The government isn't enforcing this ruling at the moment until they make a new rule in 2025, so we haven't seen the full impact of this ruling nationwide yet. We don't have any clear timeline as to when the new rule will come out or how it will be written. So what does this mean for you? It means that while the ruling exists, many insurance plans might still apply copay accumulators unless you are in a state that has additional laws banning them. Speaking of state laws, 21 states have taken matters into their own hands by enacting laws that ban copay accumulators. This is great news if you live in one of those states, as copay assistance will count toward your deductible and out-of-pocket maximum limits. But if you're a state like Utah, which hasn't implemented the ban yet, you might still face challenges in getting your copay assistance fully recognized. But there's good news coming from Nevada, our neighboring states. Beginning in 2025, Nevada will enforce the 2023 federal court ruling statewide, effectively banning all copay accumulators. This means that residents of Nevada will have greater financial relief when using copay assistance programs. We are hoping that this Nevada's move will encourage other states to step forward and protect their residents' health and safety. Now, let's talk about a potential workaround for those of you still affected by copay accumulators, including Utah residents. If you're able to pay for your medication upfront without using a copay saving card, for example by using credit card or a short-term loan or things like that, you can keep your receipts and submit them to the copay saving program for reimbursement as long as you have copay saving fund left in your copay card. This way, the full amount you paid can be counted toward your deductible or out-of-pocket maximum. But there's an important detail here. To be eligible for the reimbursement, you must use post-tax dollars to pay for the medication. Unfortunately, many drug manufacturers won't allow reimbursement if you use tax-exempt funds like HSA or FSA. So while this approach can help in some cases, it does require careful planning in advance. So what does all this mean for you? This means that you need to be proactive. If your state has banned copay accumulators already, congratulations, that's fantastic. Make sure that you are taking advantage of it. If not, consider using the reimbursement strategy I just mentioned. Keep in mind that this approach requires using non-HSA or FSA funds and a bit of legwork to manage the receipts and the paperwork, but it could save a lot of money for you in the long run. These expensive medications are so expensive that just 1 month's price can easily wipe out the most of the fund in the copay saving card. So it is important that you don't use the copay saving card's fund early in the year and pay for the drug yourself upfront in January or the first few months. Because if your copay saving card is already exhausted after the first few months of the year and there's no money left in it, there's no fund left that can reimburse you. Also, there are many variable rules about how each manufacturer helps patients to pay for the medicine. So please ask your drug manufacturer in advance as to how you can get the reimbursement if you have copay accumulator and plan to pay for it yourself upfront. What I explained is just one of the examples, but you need to check yourself for your particular drug and its manufacturer and also your insurance policy. This is very important. My goal is to empower you with the knowledge and tools to manage your healthcare costs and maintain your treatment. I know that dealing with insurance and copay programs can be very stressful, but I want you to know that you're not alone here. I really hope that the federal government will make the final rule as soon as possible so that 2023 federal court ruling can be enforced nationwide so that patients don't have to worry about whether or not they can afford the medication up front because they are usually several $1,000s. And those medications are critical to improve their health, and even for some people, they can save their lives. So it is really important that patients should be able to afford this medication without wiping out their bank account. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit from this information. Remember, your health journey matters, and I am here to support you every step on the way. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.